Have you ever noticed that right when things start going really well, you suddenly procrastinate or start overthinking everything, or you lose momentum? Maybe you were making progress towards something you really wanted, and then suddenly you felt overwhelmed, exhausted, or unsure. And the frustrating part is you know what you should be doing, but something inside you keeps pulling you back. If that sounds familiar, you're not lazy and you're not even inconsistent. And you're definitely not the only person this happens to. There's actually a neurological reason this pattern exists. Hi, I'm Danielle Gray. I'm a manifestation coach who specializes in nervous system regulation and subconscious reprogramming. And I help women expand their capacity to hold the life they want. And the biggest thing I've learned from working with clients is this: you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what your nervous system has capacity to hold. And when your life starts changing faster than your nervous system is used to, your brain will often do what it needs to try to restore what feels familiar. I started noticing this pattern years ago in my own life. I would get really excited about a new opportunity or a business idea or a goal I wanted to reach, and I would dive in with a ton of energy. But then something strange would happen. Right when things started gaining momentum, I'd suddenly feel overwhelmed or distracted or exhausted, and I would start questioning everything. I would go right into analysis paralysis. At the time, I thought this meant there was something wrong with my motivation. But what I eventually realized is that my nervous system simply was not ready to hold the level of change yet. Your brain is designed to prioritize safety and familiarity over everything else. Not growth, not success, not transformation, just familiarity. So when something in your life changes quickly, your nervous system asks one simple question: is this normal? If the answer is no, your brain often tries to bring things back to what feels predictable. And this is where self-sabotage patterns show up. My favorite flavor of self-sabotage is taking things to 90% and then overthinking and getting distracted and abandoning it, and or picking a fight with my husband, which I'm not proud of, but that's the truth. This is why people often experience things like getting very close to a goal and then suddenly procrastinating, or receiving an opportunity and then feeling overwhelmed, or making progress in their business and then distracting themselves with things that don't actually matter, or even creating conflict in relationships right when life starts going well. I do all of these things. It's not that people consciously want to sabotage themselves, it's that their nervous system is trying to restore what feels normal. And if you've read the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, you know that we have a feel-good thermostat. If you haven't read the book, I highly recommend that you do. It'll explain a lot of this. But basically what happens is when things start going really well, it exceeds what our body knows is normal. And then we manifest the situation, like I said, picking a fight with a spouse, getting sick, getting overwhelmed, getting distracted, or whatever else, deciding you need to clean the house instead of recording the videos you need to record, because that's what brings you back to your baseline that your body is familiar with. And again, whatever you are familiar with is what your body deems as safe. There's also an identity piece here, because if your life changes significantly, your identity will change too. If you start earning more money, you may suddenly have different responsibilities, different expectations, different ways of showing up in the world. And that can feel unfamiliar. So your subconscious sometimes pulls you back toward the life it already understands. And I've seen this happen with my clients and myself many, many times. Someone will start gaining traction in their business, new opportunities appear, more visibility, more money. And instead of feeling excited, they start to feel overwhelmed. They start procrastinating, or they're questioning their abilities or doubting their decisions even. And once we start looking deeper, it becomes clear that their nervous system simply has not adapted yet to the level of success they're moving toward. And this is why manifestation is not just about positive thinking. It's about expanding what your nervous system considers safe and normal. Because when success feels safe to your system, you stop fighting yourself, you stop pulling back, and your actions start effortlessly aligning naturally with the life that you want. So once people understand this pattern, the next obvious question becomes, how do you actually change the subconscious patterns? Because knowing something intellectually doesn't automatically change the way your subconscious operates. And in the next video, I'm going to walk you through how subconscious programming actually works and some of the tools that you can use to rewire those patterns. But before you go, if you're curious what might actually be blocking your manifestations right now, I created a short quiz that helps you identify your specific subconscious or nervous system block. It takes about 2 minutes and it'll give you a personalized recommendation for what to do next. You'll find the link to that quiz below this video. And if you already know you want to go deeper into the subconscious work, you can apply for a custom subliminal audio designed specifically for your goals. These are personalized audios designed to help reprogram the subconscious beliefs and patterns that are keeping your reality in place. Both of those links are below this video, and I'll see you in the next one.